International break is finally out of the way. It's now time to talk about Liverpool and back to Premiership matters. We're going to talk about obviously the results against Man City and what that means for Liverpool. We're going to talk about how some of our players have done during the international break, injuries, status, players are coming back, players injured, and what does December look like for Liverpool? And what is it like for Slot? A bit more after this. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world, LFC fans. Back to Premiership. International breaks are over the way. International duties. Scotland have been playing, England have been playing, Wales playing, everyone's been playing, and Nigeria have been knocked out of the potential World Cup. Disappointing. Not so Super Eagles. Really disappointing. Expect a lot better. Anyway, Liverpool are back to Prem. And I am looking forward to tomorrow's game because I'm up to Liverpool to watch Liverpool v Nottingham. So I'm much looking forward to that. And hopefully I'll do a little bit of a blog as I'm heading up there. However, before the international break was obviously the poor result against Man City. There's no game with Man City, with Liverpool, where there is not controversy. And again, we had such controversy. A goal disallowed, which I feel was blatantly a goal, and a penalty decision, which I feel was soft in the least and would not be given in the box. If the ref had seen it in the box happening at that time and didn't think it was outside the box. Disappointing. Man City always seem to get the better end of the straw when it comes to decisions from VAR against Liverpool in our games with them. Disappointing. Set us back again in the league. It feels like we got a topsy-turvy season this year. It's such a contrast to last season where it was just consistent. And at times I was very critical. Of the way we were playing, how we kept holding the ball too much at the back. Sometimes Alisson would get the most touches, blah, blah, blah. However, it was effective. It worked. Teams didn't suss out. Okay, maybe play Paris Saint-Germain and maybe we got sussed out a little bit, but even then the result was quite tight. So, roll on this season, and with the new signings and everything we've had, it's clearly a change in almost like Slot's come away from his philosophy, almost like he's gained the Premiership and he felt under pressure, it feels like, to change the style. Now, end of the day, Liverpool fans, we love fast, attacking, flowing football. We're brought up on that. And Klopp personified that. Even though at times, we didn't get the results we wanted, but we got a lot of success. I was quite happy to play a more controlling football. But a bit more, je ne sais quoi, if I may say it that way. Hope my French has not been insulting it on. However, I was happy. Now, it feels Slot's gone away from that. He's got a plethora of riches. And what I feel has happened is that we've almost like gone away from the fundamentals and just gone for it. And it's not worked for various reasons. I mean, let's look at it. Wirtz, who's been doing great international duty, fantastic. He's been playing well, scoring, setting up loads of goals for Germany. Just can't seem to get it for Liverpool. Not fully his fault. Has set up a lot of chances which not been finished and has been in position to get tap-ins when Salah has not passed it. I don't feel the coach is playing to his skill set and to what making the team work for Wirtz. I mean, okay, you say work for Wirtz. What's that? He should be playing to our formation. I hear that. But the type of player he is, we should be adjusting the way we play somewhat to ensure that he is the main man getting the ball midfield. And at times I feel we're ignoring him in midfield, and it's not helping his game, and it's not helping us either. And this will be the same I'll say when we get Isak back fit. I would expect Isak to get a lot more of the ball as the main man. And I feel when he has played, we haven't made him the main man. Salah's been the main man again, and not been main, not even starring, not creating much so far, and not scoring a lot so far. And looking, to be honest with you, off the pace. And it's understandable, however he is. And I'm probably one of those who looking at it, I'm like, why are we not making those changes? Why are we not dropping Salah and benching him and giving Chiesa a chance? Chiesa, for me, is someone who has been pressing, showing energy, showing real desire to wear that shirt. And I don't know what it is. Obviously, the coach is seeing something, but I just don't get why he's not getting a fair crack of the whip. And he's not getting a fair crack of whip. These elements of disjointedness, and this is also where you look at the left back, Kerkez, Robbo, Kerkez. You look at Kerkez not playing forward as well or as much as he did at Bournemouth. Almost like he's scared, like someone's like the rabbit in the headlights, and it's disappointing because I see a lot of raw ingredients in him. And I don't want another Darwin Núñez, man, where I support this player really to the hilt. And I see the qualities in him, but just not showing it. I really hope Wirtz, and saying that, Kerkez actually shows what he can do. Then you look at the right side, and again, we've got Frimpong's injuries. Again, he's injured still. We've got Bradley. Now he's injured after the press conference. He's injured. Who do you play in there? Ramsey? Do you play Jones? Szoboszlai? Do we take him away from midfield, centre midfield, where he's been doing so well? You hope not. So it's just not quite adding up at the moment. And in the Premiership, you don't get much chances to sort of fill around. And we've been found out a bit. We've been found out with the big holes in midfield, where we haven't got the dominant number 6, even though we love Grav, and Grav's been injured as well, and that's shown when he's not been there. And teams be able to run through our midfield or cut through the press that straight away, because Salah's not pressing very well. Gakpo, I don't feel, is a pressing monster. Ekitike, I don't feel, is a pressing monster, although he's had a good start to his career with Liverpool. And, you know, I look forward to really seeing what he can do. I look forward to seeing what the coach is going to do. What is the coach going to do? What he's going to play? He's going to play on the left side, send it through this centre mid, centre defence. What he's going to do, centre defence, centre forward. What is he going to do with the Ekitike problem? Because this guy deserves to be starting. And also you've got Isak, who is a finisher, who should be starting. So it's for the coach to sort it out and make it work. Now he's got no Wirtz for 6 weeks. He's injured. Our injuries just seem to rack up at the moment. So he's injured. So it looks like he'll probably just go back to the tried and tested midfield. There we got McAllister. McAllister at the moment, he's not playing as consistently as we want. I'm not surprised. He's always jetting off to play in South America. He's had the last 2 years, 3 years has been just a non-stop rollercoaster for him. And he had personal issues as well. At some point, you feel it's going to take its toll, and it probably currently is. We're not seeing the best of McAllister. There's just so many little pieces not quite right. Then look at defence. Left back, right back, Robbo. Look, if we had a better left back at the moment, Robbo should be dropped. That's my opinion. Kerkez should that guy, and he's not currently performing. He's not combining with Gakpo at all. Sorry, he's not blending at all with Gakpo. Same way Bradley, I don't feel at times is blending with Salah. It's whereas we had the Trents and we had the Robbo when he's really on form, and when Robbo did play actually recently, we have seen better. Against Real Madrid, we saw better combinations. And I'm sure Robbo will be continuing. He's had a big game for Scotland, and Scotland just qualified, so well done to them. That was a magnificent game, and you know, he had a mixed bag. giving out a pen, but also being, really determined, really committed, and that's what we expect. And really emotional when he talked about Diego Jota and his passing and the impact and the World Cup and how it means so much to him in terms of the conversations he had with Jota about going to the World Cup. So, you could see the emotion. The guy sort of wears it full in the sleeve. Then look at Frimpong injury. Look at Alisson's injury. You look at Bradley's inconsistent. It's just been one of those. And that takes its toll on our centre-backs, Virgil and Konate, with Konate still currently now not signing a deal yet, and we've got a final offer alleged on the table. We may well dip into the January window. There is conversations about Guehi. So will Guehi sign for Liverpool? Is there a deal agreed already? Will we purchase him in January, or will we wait until get for free in the summer? But then there'll be more rivals. Then Semenyo from Bournemouth. I want that player now because, to be honest with you, I feel we need a competition for Salah. Salah's going to AFCON, but I believe also Semenyo is going to AFCON as well, which is a bit of a problem. But I feel we need that competition for Salah. I don't think Salah should be guaranteed his place at the moment because he's not performing. If Salah was on form, we know it's non-debatable. However, the King, who just again did not get the AFCON African Player of the Year, that went to Kimi, and disappointing there for Salah not to achieve it. But it's just not on it at the moment, and it's affecting the team. It's affecting us big time. He's easy to mark. He's not creating anything as well. So it's a problem the coach needs to solve. January window could be the thing. I think we need a Guehi. I would like to see left side a winger, right side a winger. But then look, we got Rio who needs a chance. I'm not talking about him playing fully 90 minutes, but I feel Gakpo, aka Ghost, just vanishes too much. We could see Ekatike over there, would have seen the works. Now he's off for 6 weeks, injured. It just keeps on going. But we have got Nottingham, and we've got them at home. Looking forward to that game. Going to be going up there nice and early, and we savor the moment. But I really hope we can start cranking the wheels back and getting ourselves going again, because where we are, I think it's a strange one. I feel we deserve to be where we are because we just had such an inconsistent season. But then when I look at everything and how the tight the results have been and stuff last minute, I also feel that we could actually be worse. That's a strange one. We could actually be worse. So we should be happy where we are, because you can flip those games that we won and there'll be losses, or draws, etc., etc. So it's just take every game as it comes. Nottingham up, and they are showing themselves that they're a bit resurgent at the moment. So this is not going to be an easy result. Having Man United turn up to our ground and beat us doesn't blend well when the Nottingham Forest come in. I feel Nottingham Forest are a better team than Man United. And obviously the City game, that's another one. I just feel we weren't really there at races. We didn't play badly, just we weren't there. So Slot needs to galvanise the guys, needs to really create a formation that will work. And I'm intrigued to see what he's got cooking, because he needs to. He really does, because look, the FSG can back him up as much as they want, and he won the league last season. I'm happy to support that. But the fall off has been so quite dramatic that a lot of questions have to be asked, and he has to solve those questions. He has to answer them. He simply does. Looking forward to tomorrow. So hoping to see the Reds turn up, get 3 points. And I'm looking for a performance as well. I'm looking for performance. And hopefully we can just slowly but surely climb back up the league. But it's been a disappointing one. And, hopefully the coach will have a resolution for that. Now, internationals. Nigeria, what's going on? Just, come on. Nigeria, what's going on? An African nation who should be qualifying all the time for the World Cup because why? The quality of players, they got sprinkled around the world. And it couldn't beat Congo. It's just, disappointing. Super Eagles are not flying. And it's going to take a lot for them to fly. Well, anyway. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your starting lineup would be for tomorrow. Let me know what you think about the injury crisis we've got. Let me know what you think about Slot. Please like and subscribe and share with as much people as you can, because it's always nice to share. I'll touch base with you tomorrow as I travel to Anfield to watch the game and see the Reds hopefully get 3 points. Speak to you after this.